What positive and negative character traits are associated with Christopher Columbus? Christopher Columbus's character is a complex and controversial subject, viewed very differently across various historical and modern perspectives. While some accounts highlight his skills as an explorer and his determination, others focus on his immense greed, brutality, and cruelty toward indigenous populations. Positive views of his character. Historically, Columbus was celebrated as a hero and visionary, particularly in European and American narratives before the mid-negative 20th century. This perspective focuses on the following traits: visionary and ambitious. Columbus was an innovator who conceived of a westward route to Asia and was persistent in securing funding for his ambitious expeditions. Skillful navigator. He was an experienced and masterful mariner with a high degree of confidence in his ability to cross the Atlantic Ocean. Determined. He persevered for years to obtain royal support from Spain, showing an unwavering faith in his plans despite initial rejections and skepticism. Religious. He was a man of fervent Christian faith, believing his voyages were part of a divine mission to spread Christianity. Negative views of his character. More critical perspectives, particularly from historians and Native American activists, focus on Columbus's more destructive traits and actions. These criticisms reveal a man driven by greed and a brutal indifference toward Native people. Negative traits and actions include greedy and ruthless. Columbus's primary motivation was to acquire wealth, particularly gold. He imposed harsh quotas on Native people and brutally punished those who failed to deliver, including by dismemberment. Involved in the slave trade. On his voyages, Columbus and his men enslaved hundreds of indigenous people, sending many to Spain to be sold. Many captives died during the journey. Brutal governor. During his time governing the settlement of Hispaniola, Columbus was accused of extreme brutality and mismanagement. When natives revolted, he ordered a crackdown that resulted in many deaths, with dismembered bodies paraded as a warning. Exploitative. As part of the broader Columbian exchange, his actions led to the exploitation of indigenous labor and resources with devastating long-term effects on native populations due to violence and disease. Arrest and imprisonment. His misrule and brutal behavior prompted the Spanish crown to send a royal administrator, who arrested Columbus and sent him back to Spain in chains. A complex legacy. The conflicting views of Columbus's character highlight a long-standing historical debate. His voyages undeniably had a world-changing impact, but acknowledging his skill as a mariner does not erase the devastating consequences of his actions for indigenous peoples and the brutal aspects of his rule. Contemporary discourse seeks to reconcile these perspectives and recognize the complexities of his legacy.